Hey guys, and welcome back for a short mobility flow. Today's session is going to be focusing on your spine. You're not going to need anything at all other than some space on the floor, a mat if you have one, and whenever you're ready, come and join me in a seated position and we'll begin. And moving. So if you come to a seated position on your mat, you can sit cross-legged. If cross-legs uncomfy, have your legs out in front of you wherever you need to be, kneeling even, whatever your preference. And to begin with, we're just going to work kind of from the head down through the spine, opening up and mobilizing all those joints. So find yourself in a seated position. Make sure both sit bones are connected with the floor, so you're sitting equally no matter what your legs are doing. Take a nice deep breath all the way in through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth and just let those shoulders drop back and down away from the ears, and think about elongating through the spine or lifting and lengthening through the crown of the head as you take that deep inhale. Take another deep inhale all the way in. Exhale. And then we'll just begin by rolling our head from side to side. So we're just going to do half circles, just gently rolling at the neck, looking to one shoulder, and then looking to the other, beginning to wake up that spine. Starting in the cervical spine area. So we'll just do a couple more each side. One more each side. And then come all the way back to center. We'll just then roll the shoulders back and down, maybe 5 times backwards. Really hunching them up in toward your ears. And then roll the shoulders forwards, maybe 5 times forwards. Once you've done 5 times in both directions with the shoulder rolls, we're just going to come back to neutral. Inhale as you lift and lengthen through, lifting your right arm up, As you lift and lengthen, feel that stretch in the side body and think about lifting the body out of the pelvis. As you exhale, reach all the way over, keeping that length. Inhale to come back to center, switching over the arms again, resetting, reaching up high with that left hand, and then reaching all the way over to the right. Inhale back to center. We're just going to do 3 of these on each side. So you can just move in your own time with your own breath. Really find that stretch before you exhale and reach over. Really find that length in the spine. Try and open up that rib cage as you reach over too. Last one. And then this time we're going to come back to center, and as we exhale, we're going to twist to look over our left shoulder, using the right hand against the left knee to pull ourselves around, and then inhale back to center, again finding that length. So think about lifting that spine out of the pelvis, and then exhale as you twist to look over your right shoulder. Again, we're just going to do 3 of these on each side. Just take your time, move with your own breath. Always inhaling back to center, exhaling as you twist, fold, or lower. Last one. And then slowly come back to center. Taking the left hand behind you now, placing the top of the hand against your back, you're going to think about pulling that shoulder back down. So use that hand to kind of glue that shoulder down, and take your right hand up and over the top of your head and clasp around the top of the ear, just on the side of the head. Just gently bring that head towards your right shoulder, or your right ear towards your right shoulder, and feel that stretch in the trap or down the side of the neck. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. Come back to neutral. Just gently releasing the head, because remember it is your neck, and switch sides. So right hand goes behind you, back of the hand against the back, taking the left hand up and over, clasping around that ear, and then just gently pulling that left ear towards the left shoulder. So you can feel that stretch down the side of the neck, maybe into the top of the shoulder even. Take nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then one more deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. and then just relax. From here, we're gonna come onto our hands and knees. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're gonna come into cat-cow, but with eagle legs. So you're going to take your right leg up and over, crossing it behind your left leg. So your knees are in line with each other or tucked around each other. And then we're just going to make sure that our hands are directly underneath our shoulders. Finding that nice neutral position. As we inhale, we're going to dip the stomach towards the floor, look up towards the ceiling and squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then exhale as you round through the spine, pulling the shoulder blades apart. So you should feel this maybe a little bit in the hips as well because of the leg position that you've now taken. We're just going to move gently through 3 transitions in each direction. Last cat as we push the ground away and then come back to neutral, uncross the legs, and we're going to take the left hand through and under the right for thread the needle. So bringing the left shoulder all the way to the floor, looking out underneath the right armpit. Take a nice deep breath as you look all the way through. Exhale completely. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale to come back up and switch sides. So right arm comes through and under, right shoulder to the floor, look out under the left armpit. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. Inhale as you come all the way back up, reset those hands underneath your shoulders, and then we're going to do that cat-cow, but with the legs crossed the other way. So left leg comes up and over and behind the right, so you're finding that eagle leg position with the legs, setting yourself up, bracing that core, and then when you're ready, inhale to dip the stomach towards the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades together, look up. Find that arch position. Exhale as you round through the spine, pressing the ground away, almost hollowing out that chest and pulling those shoulder blades apart. Suck that navel back and up. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. And then return back to neutral, uncross the legs, and we're back to thread the needle, but we're going to do this more dynamically this time. So you're going to take the left hand, through and under, reaching through as you exhale, and then as you inhale, you're going to lift up and back, twisting towards the left, reaching towards the ceiling. We're just going to take 3 reaches through with the left arm, using your own breath in your own time. And then come back to center. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So right arm goes through and under the left, tap that shoulder to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale to reach. Inhale to lift and twist. Last one, exhale to reach. And then inhale to lift. Come back to center, take the hands slightly further forwards, tuck the toes and press up into your down facing dog position. As this is the first one of the day, think about your alignment first. Spread the fingers, grip the mat with the hand, press the crown of the head towards the floor as you pull the shoulder blades apart. So think about having a nice broad upper back. Soften the knees, point that tailbone high towards the sky. So try and find a nice long, lengthy spine, and then you can begin to pedal through the legs, extending the legs, straightening them out and pushing those heels towards the floor. Just take a few breaths as you open up those calves, hips, hamstrings, ankles and feet. And then we'll begin with a body flow. So we're going to inhale as we roll forwards, reaching the hips almost in line with the hands, and then dropping them to the floor. Look up towards the ceiling, come into cobra. Squeeze those inner thighs, squeeze those glutes, point those toes, support your lower back. Exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. From here, inhale as you lift your left leg up high towards the sky, 3-leg down facing dog, then swing the leg through and come into a low lunge. So foot comes between the hands, back knee comes to the floor. And then when you're ready, set yourself up so you've got your steady stance. Inhale to lift your hands up above the head. And then exhale as you drop the left hand towards the floor and reach over with the right, finding that stretch in that hip flexor. Inhale to lift, coming all the way back to center, taking the arms out wide. And then we're going to twist the body in towards the thigh, coming into a low lunge warrior kind of stance, looking back over the left hand. Inhale back to center, keeping the arms out wide, and twist to revolve all the way around to the other way. Now looking over the right fingers, and we're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale back to center, exhale to twist. Inhale back to center, exhale to twist. One last time, inhale back to center, exhale to twist. Inhale back to center, exhale to twist. Windmill the arms all the way up and over. Coming back to your down facing dog, pedaling out the feet, and then we're going to repeat on the other side. So you're going to inhale as you lift your right leg up high towards the sky, 3-leg down facing dog. Swing the leg through, plant it between the hands, find your low lunge position. Inhale as you lift the hands up off the floor. This time we're going to drop the right hand towards the side or to the floor, and then exhale as you reach with the left all the way over to the right. Find that stretch in that left hip flexor. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. Inhale, come back up to center. Take the arms out wide in a T-shaped position and twist that stomach as you exhale into that warrior 2 variation, looking back over the right fingertips. Again, we're just going to those 3 rotations. So we're inhaling to come back to center, exhaling to twist the other way, inhaling back to center, exhaling to twist to the right. So just moving with your own breath, in your own time. So this is the 3rd one now. Last time. And then windmill the arms all the way up and over. Step back to your down facing dog. And we'll take another body flow. So inhale, roll forwards, drop the hips, come up to cobra. And then exhale as you tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. From here, inhale as you lift the left leg up high towards the sky, 3-leg down facing dog, and we're going to come into pigeon pose. So bend at the knee, take a little hip twist if you want to, open up that hip flexor on the left side, and then when you're ready, swing that leg through, bringing it through at a 45-degree angle towards the front of the mat, and then sliding that right leg back. Try and find yourself in a nice level hip position. So think about sit bone to floor, hip bone to heel. If you need to, you can always support that sit bone if you can't get all the way down, with a block or with a pillow, whatever you need to find yourself there, or you can just hover, there's no problem in that at all. Inhale to press the ground away, find that stretch in the hip flexor, and then as you exhale, reach forwards with the body and fold all the way over that front leg, bringing yourself all the way down to sleeping pigeon. Take 3 deep breaths. One last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way up, hands under shoulders, tuck the toes, step back to that down facing dog. And we'll take a body flow. So inhale, roll forwards, drop the hips, come up into cobra. And then exhale as you tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. This time we're taking the right leg up and back into that 3-leg down facing dog, finding that hip twist, opening up, playing with that hip flexor, and then swinging the leg through, coming in to that pigeon pose. Take a nice deep breath in as you press the ground away, open up that left hip flexor. And then as you exhale, come all the way down into your sleeping pigeon forward fold. Take 3 deep breaths. And then last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release. And then inhale as you come all the way back up, hands under shoulders, tuck the toes, press back to your down facing dog, pedal out the feet, and just gently begin to walk the feet in towards the hands. We're gonna come into our ragdoll variation of a forward fold. So feet underneath hips. Think about drawing the belly over the thighs, maybe even bending the knees to get the crown of the head towards the floor, and then taking opposite hand to opposite elbow, and just gently swing from side to side. You should feel this getting into your lower back, your hips, and your glutes. And then gently we're going to inhale as we spine roll all the way up. So stacking vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping the chin tucked all the way to the end, finding that nice Tadasana position at the top. And then inhale as you come all the way up, extended Tadasana. And then we're going to spine roll all the way back down, tucking the chin to chest, rolling ourselves all the way gently back down, and coming back into that ragdoll, taking opposite hand to opposite elbow, bringing that chest across the thighs, crown of the head towards the floor, just gently swing from side to side. And then take the hands all the way to the floor, walk the feet all the way back, and we're coming into a kneeling position again. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And instead of doing our regular up-down cat-cows, we're going to go from side to side. So you're still going to find that dip position and arch position, but you're going to transition through the middle, going laterally. So we're just going to do 5 circles, moving one way. And then when you've done 5, move the other direction for a further 5. When you've done 5, just come back to center and take yourself all the way down into a prone position on the mat. You're going to come into a scorpion pose to begin with. So taking your hands out wide, palms facing down, forehead to the floor. You're going to inhale as you lift the left leg over towards the right hand and press through the ground with the right hand, opening up that shoulder and also twisting into that spine. Inhale to come back to center, and then switch hands, taking the right hand underneath the right shoulder. Left hand goes long, taking the right leg over towards the left hand, twisting through that spine, opening up that right shoulder. Come all the way back as you inhale, exhale, release the leg, and then you're going to press up and back and find yourself in extended child's pose. So forehead to the floor, reaching forwards with the hands. Take a nice deep breath, feel that expansion across the upper back. If you're comfortable, you can stay here. But if you want to, we're going to start working into puppy pose. So we're going to slide the chest forwards, lifting off the heels slightly with the bum and bringing the chin to the floor, looking towards the front of the mat. Take a couple of deep breaths. Think about opening up your cervical spine and your thoracic spine, so we're getting into the upper back. The lower back should remain neutral. One more deep breath all the way in. And if you're comfortable here, then feel free to stay here. If you want to go deeper, see if you can slide your chest all the way through to the floor. Coming down, touching the chest to the floor, reaching forwards with the chin, eye gaze forwards. Please make sure that your hips don't go past your knees. Make sure they're stacked. You can always grip the front of your mat. I'm a little bit too far back today. And push yourself back in towards your hips to deepen that cervical spine. Your lower back should be relatively neutral. You shouldn't feel any of this at all in your lower back. Take 2 more deep breaths wherever you're at. And then slowly come all the way back up, gently coming out of that posture, and find yourself in a seated position. Swivel yourself around, and then we're going to come down onto our backs, bringing our arms out to the side in a T-shaped position, palms facing down, and walking the toes in towards the glutes, keeping the heels lifted. From here, you're just going to drop the knees from side to side, keeping those shoulders glued to the floor. For a few window wipers to finish. Just gently unraveling the spine, unraveling the lower back, releasing any tension. One more each side. And then just gently bring the knees in towards your chest. Hug them with both arms. You can rock from side to side, massage the lower back. And then just finish with one deep inhale as you lift your nose to knees, squeeze the knees in towards the tummy. And then exhale to release. And then slowly come all the way up to seated. And find yourselves in the center of the mat. And together we'll take one last deep inhale as we lift the hands up above the head, palms together at the top. And as we exhale, bringing the hands to the forehead, kind thoughts, to the lips, kind words, to the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.